Hello people, Freeman here. Today we'll be looking into the Tog 2 again, since they did some changes to it, from the armor to the BR changes, and added the modification of the extra gun that's from the World War One pattern, as well as I'll be showing some gameplay how it plays at 5.3 BR, showing the strength and weaknesses of the tank and what counters the Tog 2. So here you go, let's go into it. The gun of the Tug 2 has been pretty good. I find that I can prend front of panther holes, and it has a 7.6 seconds reload speed, if I'm not mistaken. I find that reload speed to be ridiculous, because that reload speed is the same as an open top tank like the Ram. I believe they might have to change that in the future. I am 100% sure there's no way you can fire that fast. The most success I had using the Tug 2 has been longer distances, guys. By combining the transmission speed 40 km backward and forward, I can literally snipe far in the map and use the backward speed just fall back if when I want to like hide myself or try to avoid shots. And combine that with the gun having a 200 worth of pen, I can literally front pen tigers in the front and even jumbos at certain distances. That's why I highly recommend when you play this tank to stay far away from the map and keep firing. The only weakness you're gonna have is you're gonna be a huge target and you're gonna piss people off and they're gonna come in a plane and bomb you. And if you wanna fight close range and you're desperate, you can actually use your engine and transmission as armor, just like the IS-2. I did that one of my game and it was a huge success. Let's look at the changes of the armor values of the tank. So the whole armor is now 101 millimeters of armor now. It used to be 76 millimeters of armor. And for the turret, it's 88.9 millimeters now. And the last review I did, it was at 63 millimeters of armor. So with those changes, they actually made the tank survivable to certain guns. And one of those guns is like the T-34-85. This is the most common tank you'll fight at this PR, right? And has 148 millimeters of pen. So now, the turret cannot be penned anymore. Of course, if you angle it, it will be penned. So usually what you need to do now is just look directly at the enemy. Except angle this armor, and the turret should just look at the tank all the time. With that, you can actually survive T-34s. This apply as well to the Shermans. Like if I go here and get the how about the M18? The M18. The M18 round. Wait, let me get the right round. Here you go. If I look directly at the enemy now, it will not pen. In my first expression review, I said that majority of tanks will just pen this at the 5.7 at 5.3 PR. So what Gaijin did was they increased all the armor values at the front to try to like justify for the tank to stay at 5.3 BR. And with those changes, that's what they did, right? They increased the armor and they're trying to make the tank stay at 5.3 because the gun of the Tog 2 is pretty good. Unfortunately, the most common tank that you also fight at 5.3 to 5.7 BR is the Tiger H1. Since the Tiger H1 has 165 millimeters, at 500 meters, it will pen it. At the turret, at here, well, not at the breach, but at the side of the turret, it can easily be penned. And if he's looking directly in front of you, you also be penned. So if you angle it, the armor of the Tog 2, you have a chance of surviving here, but not here. You know why? Because the armor value is different. I mean, it's the same armor value, but it's like differently angled. It's a straight flat plate. If you look over here, no matter how hard you try, this is the weak spot. So the Panthers and the Tigers will easily pen this armor. Plus, if you use the modification, that's the Tog 2 GWP, the Great War pattern, the weak spot is also here. And there's also a little bit of a weak spot right here as well. But the major one is here. So if you want to remove this weak spot, you're gonna have to remove the modification. You cannot bring your smoke launcher. So if I get a Tiger H1 and pen it with the nuke round, this is the nuke round, by the way. Just one shot here and bang, it's instant game over. So this is the changes they implement. If you don't want to get this weak spot, you will lose the smoke launcher as well. If you remove this, bang, it's gone. That weak spot's gone, plus the weak spot side is gone. So what I recommend is, if you're playing the Tog 2, remove the modifications here. You don't need it. Trust me on that. Overall, I find the Tog 2 be really fun and fun to play. The only issue I have is that I know people are gonna ask, should this be 4.7? And for that, it's a hard question to answer, since it has the same situation as the mouse now. If you don't know, the mouse, they never lowers VR. It's always been 7.7. And I feel that Tog 2 will have the same situation. If you look at the increase of armor, and the gun being at 7 seconds, having a 201 pen, the only weakness I find is its mobility and being a huge target. And they can't remove that. Like, they can't lower this tank at all from having just that one weakness. So I would say, I believe it will just stay at 5.3 forever. So do I recommend getting Tug 2? I say 100%. It's a unique and fun tank, and tomorrow everyone can enjoy it. Guys, please leave a like and a comment and tell me what you guys think of the tank. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a nice day.